What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome to the first map tour video of the new HAVOC DLC maps. And we're going to be taking a look at the map core. Hold on, let me take my headset off real quick. Not sure why I have my Astros on while I'm commentating for this video. I don't really need that on. But anyways, like I said, we're going to go through a map tour here. I'm going to give you guys a good overview of the map, a good look at it. This isn't going to be like a gameplay, really. Like I said, a map tour. Now, stay tuned in. I do have gameplays on these new maps and some pretty beast gameplays at that, so stay tuned in. And core is one of the really good ones, so that will be uploaded here soon. But I wanted to go through my map tours first, and also, reason being that this is, like 5 days after the DLC came out, is because I wanted to play the maps and learn them and give you guys my best opinion on the map. So first off, we're going to go into game setup, we're going to go to maps, bonus maps, and then we're going to go to core, which I'm going to be showing you in this video. And I wanted to read to you guys the map description because it gives you a better idea of what the map's all about, just reading this short description. So, ravaged ruins of a nuclear fusion plant in the Gobi Desert. Take down enemies through the wreckage in long-range combat, or get up close and personal in the tunnels surrounding the central turbine. So that is the description. It's a desert map. Let's get into it. Now, like I said, I will be doing a map tour of all the other maps. If you guys would like to check those out, be sure to check out the playlist link in the description. It's my DLC playlist, so I will be covering all the DLC as it is released for Advanced Warfare. Now, I would say that core is one of the bigger maps within the HAVOC DLC. So this is kind of a larger map. It's a really good map. I think all the maps are actually really good. But you can really use any kind of weapon on this map you want. You can run a sub, you can run an AR, you can run sniper, you could run an LMG, you can run a shotgun, basically whatever you want, because there's an area for every type of gun, in my opinion. So this is a very cool map, so let's get into it. Now I'm spawned here. Alright, so let's go, let's just start out back here, because I'm pretty sure this is kind of one of the main spawns. So first off, I'm just going to back up, and we're going to do the outer perimeter of the map, and then I'll work my way into the middle. So first off here, I'm going to bring up the overview of the map so you guys can see what it looks like at an overview. It's a circular map. Of course, there's a center, and there isn't really, like a middle, like, what do I want to call it? A middle lane, really. The middle lane is kind of like all close quarters inside. So if you're a sniper, you might want to watch the two outer lanes, and I'll show you those. But like I said, since it's circular, it's kind of a very short lane. It's a very unique map, so let's hop into going around this. So this is what I would like to call the first lane. You'll notice on the opposite side of the map, there's going to be an area that's just like this, except for a little different, obviously. So you'll notice that people love to sit up on this, this kind of platform here and just kind of camp and wait to, see people on the opposite side. As you guys can see, there is the building on the other side, which is kind of like the same idea as this one. You got this middle center kind of circular, whatever the hell this is. This is a great spot to put sentry guns. I'd recommend, if you're going to put a sentry gun up here, though, to have the 360, the 360 ability added to that score streak, just, in case you spawn flop the other team. And let's say the sentry is pointing this way. If you spawn flop them, if they come from this side, they'll be able to destroy it very, very easily. So make sure you have 360 on. So yeah, this is a nice high point right here. This is not a good spot to sit and wait for people, because you're just kind of a sit and duck. You're in plain view, you have no cover, so I would recommend not sitting up here. Maybe just using it as a platform to, kind of go in between these two spots. So as you can see, you can make that jump with a slide, so that's kind of cool to know. So let's keep working our way around the outer edge. There's a lot of crap on this map. There's a lot of ways to have cover. Like I said, there's a mixture of everything for every kind of weapon. So here's kind of a no man's land. You won't really notice too much action over here. I've noticed people trying to like camp up in here and waiting, just waiting for people to, but camping is never good. It's a very, very slow way to play the game, and it's not promising. So I recommend not really camping. So that short little run there, kind of around this circular edge, brings us to the opposite side of, from what I just showed you. So here you go. Here is the kind of same thing as the other side, except for it's obviously ground level. There's no platform in the middle. You got kind of an area of cover on the very edge of the map over there. Watch out for these barrels. They do explode. as you guys can see. So if you notice somebody next to that, you can, you know, blow it up and kill them. And obviously if you, I'm pretty sure if you run through that smoke, I did it a little too late, it will, you know, slow you down and cause hit markers or whatever. So you might know if someone's walking through that. So a spot I really wouldn't recommend being is right in this sandy area, just because, you know, you're just an open target, kind of like the other side being on that platform. One good spot to watch is right here. This is a great head glitch to watch for people coming. I wouldn't camp here. I would just, you know, have a peace of mind as this being a spot where you can head glitch very easily. You can use this as cover as well to kind of head glitch the sides. So keep that in mind. And there's a lot of these barrels around, as you guys will see. And there's actually these weird crab-looking robots that are working on a piece of junk, broken up piece of concrete. Why are you working on that, feller? Why are you working on that? But if we give you kind of a look out of the map, there's this weird purple biohazard liquid that's around the map. You'll see a lot of really cool attention to detail. The sky looks almost like real life sky, so that's pretty impressive. I think they did a great job on these new maps. So now we are kind of in the other spawn side, I would say. Here's more of that biohazard purple liquid crap with like dinosaur bones in it, or whatever kind of creature, aliens these might be, who knows. So this is kind of another spawn. I really wouldn't sit back here. There's not gonna be much action sitting back here. And then we are at a full 360 that brings us back to where we started. So as you guys can see, you know, the perimeter is, in my opinion, one of the best places to be if you know which way your enemies are coming from. Just make sure they're not coming from behind you, because that can screw you over. So now let's go towards the center of the map, and this is where you can play, you know, a lot with the submachine gun, or even a shotgun on this map would be really good too. So coming off of this spawn here, you have kind of a little room here. Let's bring up this as well. So as you can see, there's kind of two, I would say, entries to the center that have kind of a circular look to them. So this is the first one. Another one of those barrels. Watch out for those. I've noticed people, you know, veteran campers that just absolutely love corner camping and don't like moving in the map. You're gonna notice them sitting here. Reason being is they can just literally look right here, and they have, you know, their eye on all entryways into this spot. So you got that entryway from the center, and then there's another entryway on the opposite side of whatever the hell that is. So watch out for people sitting in that corner, because I've noticed that a lot. So here is the very center of the map. This is that core, whatever it is. You notice people trying to kind of sit in here as well, just waiting for enemies or whatever to come through any of the entryways. I would recommend not sitting in here and waiting for that. If you do go through here, you can crouch and use this as a really good head glitch. So keep that in mind if you're, you know, just to say we're coming through here off this spawn and you want to get to the other side, just make sure you come by here, crouch, and if you know they're going to be coming, just kind of head glitch for a minute, take them out, and then continue. And like I said, I wouldn't just sit around in this middle area too much. So that's one of the entryways, and this is the other one. So this is kind of a circular kind of look too. There's kind of two paths, I would say, to get into the center. So these are the two biggest ways in. I've noticed a lot of players that like to try to head glitch right here. Like they try to get up on this edge, and it just doesn't work that great. Wouldn't recommend that either. So here's another entryway into the center. There's actually four, if you guys can't tell. So it's kind of, you know, it's a nice balance for the middle area of this map. So there really isn't going to be much going on here, just because, you know, you got people coming off the spawn from back there, and then you might possibly have people coming from, you know, this side that are kind of rotating the map, and then they're like, oh, let's go in the middle. We haven't seen anybody. So if you are like, you know, like camping right here, just keep in mind they can come from behind you pretty easily. So here's another pathway into the center. This is just a really simple, like, very small, you know, door into the middle. Definitely would not sit there. Highly recommend not sitting there. And then we have one more entryway into the middle, and that is right here. This is kind of a, you know, it drops down a level. Kind of a cool little spot to come through. Again, I really would not camp here, because if anybody's coming from up top here, they have a great, you know, view on you, and you will have a harder shot to get them, because you got to aim up, you're going to see less of their body, whatever. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is almost the entire map of Core. Like I said, my recommendation, before I close on this video, my recommendation you guys will see in my Core gameplay that I have for you guys. Like I said, I'll be uploading that, you know, shortly here. I like to stick kind of to the outer edge of the map and just kind of work my way around, and just, you know, kind of crisscross in between and just work my way around the outer edge of the map, because I've noticed If you try to, sit in this middle area, you're really not going to get your streaks going. Make sure you use your teammates as kind of a way to tell, what spawn you're coming off of, what spawn the other team could come off of, and it will benefit you quite a bit. And that's basically off of TDM. If you're playing, domination, that's a little bit of a different story. You just have to play it to get a rhythm for it. But that's going to be pretty much it for this video, guys. Again, this is the HAVOC map core. I hope you guys enjoyed this map tour. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps out my channel tremendously. And if you guys want to see more HAVOC map tours, be sure to click on that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later!